I refused to attend my sister's wedding after she cheated on my best friend and got engaged to the man she cheated with. My family threatened to cut me off. I, 30M, told my sister, 29F, that I will not be attending her wedding. Before my sister met her current fiancé, she was in a relationship with my best friend, 30M. I've known my best friend since the 2nd grade, and I love him like he's my own brother. He is the type of friend I would give my life for. He's always been there for me, and I've always been there for him. My best friend Emma and my sister were very close since my best friend would always come over to our house to hang out, and my sister always tagged along with us. My sister and my best friend got into a relationship when my best friend was a sophomore in college and my sister was a freshman. They both went to the same state school while I attended college out of state. When I heard about their relationship, I was happy. I love my sister and always want what's best for her. So my best friend being with her was ideal and made me happy. My best friend thought it would upset me, but it was quite the opposite. Their relationship continued past college, and they eventually moved in together. Everything seemed to be working out well for them. After being together for 6 years, I received a call from my best friend one day. He was crying, a shocking sight, as I'd never seen him shed a tear in his life. He said my sister had an affair with someone else and ended their relationship when my best friend found out. I was heartbroken for him. I immediately called my sister and, admittedly, said some harsh things. I demanded an explanation. Through tears, she admitted that they were growing apart, and she had met someone else. She acknowledged that it was wrong to have the affair. I hung up the phone on her and blocked her. I was in shock and extremely pissed off. My parents called me, urging me to forgive her, but I told them I couldn't, at least not yet. They weren't too pushy and understood my boundaries, thankfully. I spent a lot of time with my best friend after the breakup. For context, I moved back to my home state after college, as did my best friend and my sister. It was hard seeing my friend in such a state, as he was usually the more extroverted person compared to me. Over time, things got better, but I could tell something inside him remained broken. Before moving forward, I want to mention that my relationship with my sister had deteriorated. I never spoke with her, ignored her calls and texts, and rarely attended family functions because I couldn't bear to look at her. My sister stayed with the man she had the affair with, according to conversations with my mother. One day, my parents invited me over for brunch. When I parked my car, I noticed a vehicle I didn't recognize but didn't think much of it. Upon entering the house and walking into the living room, I saw my sister with the man she had the affair with. I blurted out, "What the hell is going on?" My parents asked me to sit down, and out of respect for them, I complied. Things quickly became emotional. My sister was crying, apologizing, and saying she regretted her actions. She admitted she hadn't spoken to my best friend since their breakup. My mom became emotional and begged me to forgive and move on. I barely acknowledged the man she cheated with. I finally said I needed to leave, and that's when my sister dropped the bombshell. She and the man were getting married, and they wanted me to attend the wedding. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "Are you F*******NG serious?" I asked. My sister said, yes, and went on about how he was the love of her life. She asked for us to be close like we were before and to give him a chance. I looked her straight in the eye and said, "There is no way in hell I will come to your wedding." My father, who had been quiet until now, said, "This has got to stop. Your sister admitted her mistake, and you need to let it go." I replied with a simple whatever and proceeded to leave. My mom yelled emotionally, "She's your sister. How can you not forgive her? How can you not attend her wedding?" I turned around and said, "I no longer have a sister," and walked out. After leaving, I put my phone on sleep mode for a few hours to process everything. When I finally checked my phone, I had a barrage of missed calls and texts from my parents and relatives, accusing me of being a jerk and choosing someone outside the family over my sister. My father even said that if I didn't attend the wedding, he would cut me off. Despite the pressure, I stood my ground and made it clear I wasn't attending. The wedding is set for September 2025. I talked to my best friend about everything. My sister's wedding and my decision not to attend. I told him how my family hates me for it, but I didn't care. To my surprise, my best friend told me he didn't want to be the reason I sever my family ties. He encouraged me to go to the wedding. I told him how much I respected him for saying that and how much he meant to me. I reassured him that he wasn't the reason for any of this and that the only victim here was him. I promised him again that I wouldn't attend the wedding. He smiled a little and we shared a bro hug. Even my girlfriend thinks I'm making a mistake but says she understands. She often repeats what everyone else is saying. "That's your sister." I refuse to attend the wedding because it feels like a betrayal of my best friend, who has been nothing but loyal and kind to me. My sister's actions were hurtful and selfish, and attending her wedding would feel like condoning her betrayal. My family's threats and guilt-tripping haven't swayed me, and I stand by my decision. Family or not, actions have consequences.